A brief comparison between the continents introduction. Earth is divided into vast landmasses known as continents. Each continent is unique in its geography, climate, people, culture, and role in shaping human history. Some continents are crowded with billions of people, while others remain almost untouched by humans. Some are rich in rainforests and wildlife, while others are frozen deserts of ice. In this video, we'll take a journey across all 7 continents, comparing their size, population, climate, resources, and global importance. By the end, you'll understand how different, and yet how connected, our world truly is. Let's begin with the largest and most populated continent on Earth, AISA. Asia is the largest continent, covering about 30% of Earth's land surface, and it is home to more than half of the world's population. This continent is incredibly diverse. Asia contains the highest mountain on Earth, Mount Everest, the largest desert, vast rainforests, frozen tundra, and tropical islands. Asia experiences almost every climate imaginable, from the icy regions of Siberia to the hot deserts of the Middle East and the humid tropics of Southeast Asia. Culturally, Asia is the birthplace of major world religions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, and Confucianism. Thousands of languages are spoken here, and traditions vary dramatically from one region to another. Economically, Asia is a mix of extremes. It includes some of the world's richest economies and fastest-growing cities. Alongside regions still facing poverty and development challenges, Asia's massive population, economic growth, and technological innovation make it one of the most influential continents in the modern world. Africa is the second-largest continent and is often called the cradle of humankind. As the earliest human fossils were discovered here, it is the hottest continent overall, though its climate ranges from scorching deserts to tropical rainforests and cooler highlands. Africa is home to the Sahara Desert, the largest hot desert on Earth, and the Nile River, one of the longest rivers in the world. The continent is incredibly rich in natural resources, including gold, diamonds, oil, and rare minerals. It also has some of the most famous wildlife on the planet, such as lions, elephants, giraffes, and rhinos. Africa has the youngest population of all continents, with rapid population growth shaping its future. While many African nations are still developing, the continent shows huge potential in technology, renewable energy, and economic growth. Africa's history, resilience, and cultural richness make it one of the most important continents for humanity's future. Europe is one of the smallest continents by land area, but it has had a massive influence on world history. It contains a large number of countries packed closely together, each with its own language, culture, and traditions. Europe has a mostly moderate climate, making it suitable for dense populations and agriculture. Historically, Europe played a major role in exploration, colonization, industrialization, and modern political systems. Today, Europe is known for its strong economies, advanced infrastructure, and high standards of living. The continent is also politically unique, with many countries cooperating through unions and shared institutions. Despite its small size, Europe remains a major global player in culture, politics, and economics. Welcome to North America, where geographic splendor meets economic might. As the third-largest continent, North America boasts vast mountain ranges like the Rockies, plains stretching endlessly, dense forests, deserts, and even frozen Arctic zones. This geographical diversity gives the continent a climate spectrum from icy tundras to sunny tropics. Enveloped by the mighty oceans, North America has turned its coastlines and rivers into pathways for global trade and exploration, fueling urban growth and economic prosperity. From tech and manufacturing to agriculture and energy, North America stands at the forefront, driving innovation, space exploration, and digital advancements. But perhaps its most intriguing aspect is its cultural tapestry. With roots in ancient indigenous civilizations and a history of European colonization, the continent today is a vibrant mix of traditions, languages, and lifestyles, offering a unique flavor to global culture. Movies, music, and tech trends often originate from here. However, the journey isn't without hurdles. Environmental issues, climate challenges, and social disparities persist. Yet North America's resilience and spirit forge ahead, embracing past legacies while shaping a dynamic future. Ready to explore more? Dive into North America's adventurous narrative. South America, the continent of nature. It is home to the Amazon rainforest, the largest and most biodiverse rainforest on Earth, often called the lungs of the planet. The Andes Mountains stretch along the western edge of the continent, shaping weather patterns and human settlement. South America also contains deserts, glaciers, and fertile plains. Culturally, the continent is a blend of indigenous traditions, European influence, and African heritage. Music, festivals, and food are deeply tied to identity. Economically, South America relies heavily on agriculture, mining, and natural resources. While development varies, the continent plays a vital role in global food and resource supply. Antarctica, the frozen continent Antarctica, is the most extreme continent on Earth. It is the coldest, driest, and windiest place on the planet, with temperatures that can drop below -80 degrees Celsius. Unlike all other continents, Antarctica has no permanent human population. Almost the entire continent is covered by a massive ice sheet that is several kilometers thick in some areas. This ice holds about 70% of the world's freshwater, locked away in frozen form. If all of Antarctica's ice were to melt, global sea levels would rise dramatically. Life in Antarctica is limited, but it does exist. Penguins, seals, whales, and seabirds are specially adapted to survive the extreme cold. There are no land mammals, trees, or reptiles. Humans only visit Antarctica for scientific research. Researchers from many countries live temporarily in research stations, studying climate change, ice movement, ocean currents, and wildlife. Antarctica plays a critical role in regulating Earth's climate, making it one of the most important places for global science. Politically, Antarctica is unique. It is governed by international agreements that prevent any single country from owning it. Military activity and resource exploitation are banned, making Antarctica one of the few places on Earth dedicated entirely to peace and science. Australia, the smallest continent yet vast in its uniqueness, is a world unto itself. Isolated by oceans, it boasts wildlife found nowhere else. Think kangaroos, koalas, and the elusive platypus. Plants have thrived in its harsh environment, adapting like survivors of a drama. Australia is a contradiction of bustling coastal cities like Sydney and the vast outback deserts. Despite being one of the driest continents, urban life thrives along the shores. But Australia's heart beats with the deep pulse of its Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander heritage, rich in ancient stories and connected to the land. Across the Pacific, Oceania's islands, like Fiji and Samoa, live by the rhythm of the ocean. Here, the sea is a guide, food source, and storyteller. Together, Australia and Oceania create a vibrant tapestry of life shaped by nature and historic resilience. Consuming one planet, many continents, as our journey across the continents comes to an end. One truth becomes clear: Earth is not just a single world, but a collection of many worlds living side by side. From the vast population centers of Asia to the ancient landscapes of Africa, from the innovation and diversity of North America to the natural power of South America, each continent tells a different chapter of the same global story. Europe reminds us how ideas can shape the world. Australia shows how life adapts through isolation. And Antarctica stands as a powerful symbol of nature, untouched by human civilization. The differences between continents are shaped by geography, climate, and time. Mountains, oceans, deserts, and ice have influenced where people live, how societies grow, and how cultures develop. These natural boundaries didn't just separate land, they created identity. Yet, despite all these differences, the continents are deeply connected. Weather patterns, oceans, trade, technology, and migration link every part of the planet together. What happens on one continent can affect life on another, reminding us that Earth functions as a single system. Understanding the differences between continents helps us appreciate diversity, not just in landscapes, but in people, traditions, and ways of life. It encourages respect, curiosity, and a broader view of the world beyond our own borders. In a time when the planet faces challenges like climate change, population growth, and environmental loss, learning about continents is more important than ever. Antarctica's melting ice affects coastal cities worldwide. The rainforests of South America influence global climate. The growing populations of Africa and Asia will shape the future of humanity. Each continent carries responsibility, and together they share a future. So when we look at a world map, we're not just seeing land and water, we're seeing history, culture, struggle, innovation, and hope. Different continents, different stories, but one planet that belongs to all of us. Here are 20 incredible facts about Africa. Let's start. 1. Africa is the second largest continent in the world, covering about 20% of Earth's land surface. 2. It is home to 54 countries, making it the continent with the most nations. 3. Africa is the cradle of humanity. The earliest human fossils were discovered here. 4. The Sahara Desert is the largest hot desert on Earth and is almost as big as the United States. 5. The Nile River is the longest river in the world, stretching over 6,650 kilometers. 6. Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania is the highest mountain in Africa and has snow on its peak despite being near the equator. 7. Africa has more than 3,000 ethnic groups and over 2,000 spoken languages. 8. Nigeria is the most populous African country, with over 220 million people. 9. Lake Victoria is the largest lake in Africa and the largest tropical lake in the world. 10. The African continent has never had an ice age covering it completely. 11. Ethiopia follows a unique calendar that is about 7-8 years behind the Gregorian calendar. 12. Africa is the world's richest continent in natural resources, including gold, diamonds, oil, and cobalt. 13. The Great Rift Valley can be seen from space and is slowly splitting the continent apart. 14. South Africa has 3 capital cities, each serving a different government function. 15. The baobab tree, native to Africa, can live for over 1,000 years and store thousands of liters of water. 16. Madagascar is home to species found nowhere else on Earth, including lemurs. 17. Africa has the youngest population in the world, with over 60% under the age of 25. 18. The Sahara was once a green, fertile land, with rivers and forests thousands of years ago. 19. Mansa Musa of Mali is considered the richest person in history, far wealthier than modern billionaires. 20. Africa has the fastest-growing cities in the world due to rapid urban development. Asia. 20 mind-blowing facts you didn't know. Asia is the largest, most diverse, and most fascinating continent on Earth. Let's explore some unbelievable facts about Asia. Facts 1. Asia covers nearly 30% of Earth's land surface and is home to more than half of the world's population. Facts 2. Asia has the 2 most populated countries in the world, China and India. Facts 3. Asia is home to Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on Earth, standing at 8,848 meters. Facts 4. Some of the world's oldest civilizations began in Asia, including Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley. Asia has thousands of cultures, languages, and traditions, making it the most culturally diverse continent. Fact 6. Over 2,300 languages are spoken across Asia, more than any other continent. Fact 7. The Gobi Desert, one of the largest deserts in the world, is located in Asia. Facts 8. Lake Baikal in Asia is the deepest and oldest freshwater lake on Earth. Facts 9. Asia leads the world in technology, innovation, and futuristic cities. Facts 10. Some of the most loved foods in the world, like noodles, rice, and spices, originated in Asia. Facts 11. Asia is filled with natural and man-made wonders that attract millions of travelers every year. Facts 12. Asia is truly a continent of wonders. Like, share, and follow for more amazing facts. Facts 13. Asia is home to the Yangtze River, the longest river in Asia and the 3rd longest river in the world. Facts 14. Asia is the birthplace of the world's major religions, including Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, and Confucianism. Facts 15. Asia has the widest range of climates on Earth, from the freezing cold of Siberia to the scorching heat of the Arabian deserts. Facts 16. Asia is home to many of the largest cities on Earth, including Tokyo, the world's most populated metropolitan area. Fact 17. Rice, the staple food for billions, was first cultivated in Asia over 9,000 years ago. Facts 18. Asia has some of the rarest wildlife species in the world, including giant pandas and snow leopards. Facts 19. The Maldives is the smallest country in Asia, made up of over 1,000 coral islands in the Indian Ocean. Facts 20. Asia gave the world paper and early printing, inventions that changed how humans record and share knowledge forever. North and South America, 2 continents that shape the world. The Americas are more than just land on a map. They are continents of extremes, extreme climates, extreme cultures, extreme beauty, and extreme influence. From frozen Arctic tundra to the world's largest rainforest, from ancient civilizations to modern superpowers, North and South America together tell one of the most powerful stories on Earth. In this video, we'll explore their geography, history, people, culture, economy, and global importance, and understand how these 2 connected continents followed very different paths. Part 1. The Geography of the Americas. 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock. North and South America are connected by a narrow strip of land called Central America, forming a massive landmass stretching from the Arctic Circle all the way to Cape Horn. North America's geography. North America is the third largest continent and one of the most geographically diverse on Earth. It includes the Rocky Mountains, stretching from Canada to the United States, the Great Plains, one of the world's most productive farming regions, vast forests, frozen tundra, deserts, rivers, and thousands of lakes. The Great Lakes alone contain nearly 20% of the world's freshwater. South America's geography. South America is famous for its natural wonders. It is home to the Amazon rainforest, the Amazon River, the most powerful river by volume, the Andes Mountains, the longest mountain range in the world. South America also includes the Atacama Desert, the driest place on Earth, Angel Falls, the highest waterfall in the world. Together, the geography of the Americas supports an incredible range of ecosystems and life. Part 2. Climate and Natural Life. 4 o'clock 6:30. The Americas experience nearly every climate on Earth. North America, Arctic climate in northern Canada and Greenland, temperate zones in the US and southern Canada, tropical regions in Mexico and the Caribbean. Wildlife includes polar bears, wolves, bison, eagles, and alligators. South America. South America is one of the most biodiverse places on the planet. The Amazon alone is home to millions of plant species, indigenous tribes living deep within the forest. This biodiversity makes South America critical for Earth's climate balance. Part 3. Ancient civilizations. Long before modern nations existed, the Americas were home to advanced civilizations. North America indigenous peoples such as Native American tribes, the Aztecs, the Maya, they developed advanced farming, astronomy, architecture, and trade networks. South America, the Inca Empire was one of the most advanced civilizations in history. Without wheels or iron tools, they built vast road systems, constructed cities like Machu Picchu, managed agriculture at extreme altitudes. These civilizations shaped the foundations of the Americas long before European arrival. Part 4. Colonization and Cultural Shaping. European colonization changed the Americas forever. North America, colonized mainly by Britain and France, English became dominant. Protestant culture strongly influenced society. This led to the formation of nations like the United States and Canada. South America, colonized mostly by Spain and Portugal. Spanish and Portuguese languages dominate. Catholicism became widespread. This difference explains why culture, language, and social structures differ so much between the two continents. Part 5. People, Language, and Culture. North America. North America is a melting pot of cultures. It is heavily shaped by immigration from Europe, Africa, Asia, Latin America. The US and Canada strongly influence global movies, music, fashion, technology. South America. South America is deeply expressive and community-oriented. Culture is reflected through music like samba and tango, colorful festivals like Brazil's Carnival, a deep love for football. Family tradition and identity play a huge role in daily life. Part 6. Economy and Global Power. North America. North America has one of the strongest economies in the world. Key strengths: technology, Silicon Valley, finance, Wall Street, agriculture, and energy. Military and political influence. The United States alone is a global superpower. South America. South America is rich in natural resources. Major industries include agriculture, mining, copper, lithium, iron, energy and oil. Tourism. Countries like Brazil, Chile, and Argentina are vital to global food and resources supply. Part 7. Environmental importance. South America plays a crucial role in climate regulation. The Amazon rainforest absorbs massive amounts of carbon, regulates rainfall patterns. Worldwide deforestation threatens not just South America, but the entire planet. North America also faces environmental challenges, including climate change, wildfires, water shortages. The future of the Americas is closely tied to environmental decisions. Conclusion. North and South America are two continents connected by land, yet shaped by very different histories and paths. North America represents economic power and technological leadership. South America represents natural beauty, cultural depth, and environmental importance. Together, they form a powerful part of our planet's story, past, present, and future. Understanding the Americas is understanding how humanity, nature, and power intersect.